What is vicarious liability, and how is it proven in personal injury law? Imagine being hurt by someone's actions, but instead of just going after that person, you find out their boss or company might be responsible too. That's what vicarious liability is all about. It's a legal rule that makes one person or organization responsible for the wrongful acts of another, especially in work settings. This idea helps injured people get compensation from parties who have the power and resources to pay, like employers or companies. To prove vicarious liability in a personal injury case, three main things need to be shown. First, there must be a clear relationship between the person who caused the injury and the one being held responsible. Usually, this is an employer and employee or a principal and agent. Independent contractors generally don't create this kind of liability unless certain conditions are met. Second, the wrongful act must have happened while the worker was doing their job. If the injury occurs outside work hours or unrelated to work tasks, vicarious liability usually doesn't apply. Third, the act must have been negligent or wrongful and directly caused the injury. For example, if an employee causes a car accident while driving for work, the employer could be held responsible if the other two elements are proven. The reason this rule exists is that employers benefit from their workers' actions and should share responsibility for any harm caused during work. It also makes it easier for injured parties to get compensation because employers often have insurance and more money than individual workers. Common cases include accidents caused by employees driving company vehicles, injuries on the job, or any situation where an employee's careless actions hurt someone else. The injured person can then file a claim against both the employee and the employer, increasing chances of receiving fair compensation. Two key legal ideas support vicarious liability. One is called qui facit per alium facit per southeast, which means he who acts through another acts through himself. The other is respondeat superior, meaning let the master answer. These principles say that a person in charge is responsible for the wrongful acts of those under their control. In simple terms, proving vicarious liability means showing there was an employment relationship, that the wrongful act happened during work, and that the act caused injury. This rule helps ensure that injured people can seek justice from the right parties, not just the individual who made a mistake. It's a vital part of personal injury law that balances responsibility and fairness.